guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you my favorite books for toddlers and preschool children. I have two toddlers, James who is 3 and Isabella who is 1, and I'm often buying books for them. We love reading bedtime stories together and just using books throughout our day. But I've never thought really of doing a video showing you our favorite books. I've not seen many videos here on YouTube recommending age-specific books that are quite recent. Oh my god, it's starting to tip down with rain. If you can hear noise on the background, that's the rain. So yeah, I haven't found like recent videos recommending books for toddlers age 2 to 3, I would say, or up to 4 even. So I thought I would do my own, and hopefully you guys find these interesting if you have children similar age to mine and you're looking for new books to buy. If you're new around here, then my name is Ysis. I post videos Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays at 7 p.m. every week, and on Mondays I have a series called Mindful Motherhood, and it's a reflective space for us to talk about parenting issues and think a bit more deeply into the things that we do and the things that we go through as parents. So please join me for that on Mondays as well. And yeah, let's get straight into the video. So I have 3 categories. The first one is books that they like reading for bedtime stories, just light-hearted stories. Second category is educational books. And the third one is bilingual books, because we are a bilingual family. I am from Brazil originally and my native language is Portuguese. So I'm trying to raise the kids bilingual, and books are a great way to do that. I would say these books are more suited to my older toddler, because my younger toddler is still into the lift, flap, touchy-feely books. So I'm going to start with one that they both like, and it's 10 Little Dinosaurs. I think this is one of the best sellers on Amazon. I'll link to all of these books in the description box below. Wherever I can find them, I'll leave a link to it. So yeah, I got this one from Amazon for my son's 3rd birthday and he absolutely loves it. It's great to teach them counting, and there's lots and lots of things like new words for you to teach to them. There aren't too many words, which is why I think my younger toddler likes as well. And my son is obsessed with dinosaurs, so he loves seeing the different types of dinosaurs and just recognizing them all. So if you have a dinosaur obsessed child like mine, they will love this book. I really like reading it to them. I think the rhyming is so clever as well. And for us parents, sometimes we are reading these books day after day, night after night, because I don't know about your kids, but my kids, when they like a book, they want it every single night. So I really like when books have clever rhyming and keeps me interested despite having read it for the millionth time. So yeah, this is a really, really great one. The other one that they both like in the same dinosaur theme is Never Touch a Dinosaur. Now, my youngest toddler loves this one because it's touchy-feely, and as you can see there, it's got like little spikes, and this is rubbery spikes, and then different patterns. The rhyming on this one is really cool as well. The first page says, "You must never touch a dinosaur with spines along its back. Just say goodbye and walk on by, it might think you're a snack." It's a really nice one, fun, colourful and touchy-feely as well, which younger toddlers might love. And then we have a couple of zoo books that both my kids like. This is one of them, which is Peep Inside The Zoo, and this is a lift flap book, but it's also quite interesting because you can ask them questions and they can find the answer, so it keeps my older toddler interested as much as my younger toddler. The other one that they like that I don't have here with me because I don't know where I've put is Dear Zoo, and that's a really popular one, but this one is, I don't think it's a very, very popular one. It's quite nice that they're able to kind of like find the animals. It's got nice facts about animals, so it's not just about, you know, like what animal is that. So it says elephants love water. At the zoo they have a shower every day. An elephant's nose is called the trunk. It can use to suck up water, and then you lift a flap and it says and to squirt it out again. So it's quite nice that it teaches them something about the animal, not just what the animal looks like. And that's a really nice one. So now moving on to books that my 3-year-old absolutely loves. So his favorites at the moment are The Smartest Giant in Town. I think this is a family favorite. I love reading this to him at bedtime, and we pretty much read this one every night. I just love the rhyme in it. I love the pictures and the concept, and yeah, definitely one worth getting if you have a 2 or a 3-year-old. It starts by saying, "George was a giant, the scruffiest giant in town. He always wore the same pair of old brown sandals and the same old patched up gown. I wish I wasn't the scruffiest giant in town," he said sadly. So I really like reading this with my son, and I like kind of getting into character and doing all the emotions, and he loves it. This would be one of my top recommendations for 3-year-olds or 2 to 3-year-olds. The next one is Would You Rather, and we both love this one as well. I think it encourages their creativity and thinking about what they actually like and what they don't like. This one says, would you rather be covered in jam, soaked with water, or pulled through the mud by a dog? We really like this one. It's an easy read and it's more of like a parent-child interactive kind of book. The next one we like is On The Broom, and this is by the creators of The Gruffalo. We don't actually have The Gruffalo. I really want to get it for James. This one is about a witch who keeps taking passengers on her broom, and then it all goes pear-shaped at the end of it, but it ends well. So it's a really nice one as well. We don't read this one too often because it is quite long, and when it gets to the end of it, I think he's just like wanting to get to the end of it more than anything. But it's a really nice one. Another one is The Littlest Bear, and this is one that we've only been reading for, I'd say, the last 3 weeks or so. But it's a really nice, like, heartwarming story about a little bear who finds a little wolf. And yeah, it's a really nice one. The pictures are not as interesting as they could be, but I try to make them as interesting as possible when I'm reading them to James by pointing out things like the paw prints and things like that. But the story is really nice. So yeah, we like The Littlest Bear. So these are all of the storybooks that we've been loving at the moment, and now I'm going to show you some of the bilingual books that we have been enjoying. So if you are a bilingual family, bilingual books are great. These ones are Brazilian Portuguese and English at the same time. My husband doesn't speak Portuguese, so if we both want to read the same story, we can use the same book, and it has the Brazilian translation and the English translation underneath. So as you can see at the top, it's Portuguese and the bottom is English, and it goes like that all the way through the story. Now on to the educational books, which I have a lot of to share with you. I'm going to start with a few books that I found in Aldi. Aldi is a great place for educational books. They're so cheap and they're really, really great. The first one is this Tick-Tock clock book that we found in Aldi. We got it for $1.99 and it was originally $9.99, and it's great to teach the time for your kids. The little clock here moves, and you can ask them here at the top, tick-tock, 8 o'clock, turn the small hand on the clock to the number 8, and then turn the big hand to number 12. Ours is broken, so the little hand is broken, so whenever we do this one, we have to do it lying down, otherwise the little hand won't stay. And I found that James was really interested in clocks for the first time after this book. So yeah, definitely recommend this one. Although this is from Aldi, I'll look at the publisher and I'll try and see if I can find it on Amazon so I can link it for you. The next Aldi find, was this from Aldi? Yeah. It was the Pull the Tab Times Tables book. We're not like massively into really pushing our children to learn lots of things before their age, but I think a gentle encouragement never hurt anyone, and James really likes this book. So this one, you open the book and you pull the tab to reveal the results of the times table. And we've only really done the 2 times table and 3 times table with James, and he loves memorizing them. I don't think he knows them because he understands the structure yet, but he has memorized the results and he can say the 2 times table, which is quite impressive. So yeah, this is a nice one if you're trying to teach maths to your children. And yeah, I'll look for the publisher as well and see if I can find that on Amazon. A few more from Aldi were these wipe clean books. So they had loads of them for different ages, and I picked the ones up that were for 3+ year olds. This one is the Wipe Clean Big Letters book. This one is the handwriting book, and this one is the reading book. And they all come with a little pen, which is wipe clean as well. It is just nice if your child is getting into that preschool age to help them go a step further at home. I feel like they learn these things in school in any case, but I do like teaching James and kind of seeing what level he is with his writing. The reading one is great for James at the moment because he's learning to phonetically sound small words now, like 3-letter words. He's already learned the phonetic alphabet, so we're now working on words like rat, man, cap, fan, nap, hat. So just little 3-letter words that we can spell out the words and sound it phonetically and try to get him to put together. And the handwriting one is great to teach them the different shapes and to just like follow the lines, do a zigzag, diagonal lines, looped lines, wiggly lines. It's probably, I would say, the first one to start with if your child is still not doing like letters and things, so you'd start with this one. But it's a really nice one. So all these 3 books were $1.99 from Aldi, and I thought it was a great price. And the last one we got from Aldi was this Maths Made Easy, and this was also $1.99. And it's for ages 3 to 5. The reason why I liked it is because it has these little stars, so you can reward them with stars when they finish each assessment. And it teaches them the early concepts of maths, like more than, 1 more than, 2 more than, and 1 more, 3 more, less than, and things like that. So it's just a nice little activity to kind of have 5 minutes with your child, or 10-15 minutes, however long you have, to do some activities at home, and it will help them so much in school. The one thing I would say is to try not to be too pushy. I know we all want our children to succeed, but just take it light-hearted and make it fun for them, because remember, they will be learning these things in school, and at home they probably just want to be more relaxed and fun. So try and make it fun for them. And then the last things I have are a few books. This one is borrowed from a friend. This is probably my favorite book for teaching how to write letters and to teach phonetics. So it's called Follow Me ABC. Let me just put these books down because they're all falling off my lap. So it's called Follow Me ABC, and each letter has a picture, corresponding picture, and you also have this starting point and ending point. So the green is where you start and the red is where you end. And so I think that's really interesting. James has really taken to doing this with his fingers, which I think is the first step to writing. So yeah, this book is really interesting, and definitely one of my favorites for education and teaching, like spelling and alphabet and things like that. This one is another one of those wipe clean books. I like that this one has different illustrations for the same letter, so you have a few options as to what to say, like for man, for mouse, and for magnet. And the last things I had to share with you are these flashcards. I think flashcards are great to teach your children, or just do an activity with them, either at bedtime or when you're traveling. These are really nice flashcards because they're quite big. You have the illustration at the back, and then you have the actual word on the other side. So for example, this one you have octopus, and then at the back it says octopus. These flashcards here are very similar, but they also have the letter on its own and the word and the illustration. So these are all the books that we've been loving with our toddlers for reading and also for learning. I hope you found this video interesting. I'll leave everything that I mentioned linked in the description box below if you want to check any of these books out. If you have any recommendations of books that your kids absolutely love, then leave them in the comments below. I'm always looking for new books for my children. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!